Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler System Review. Is this program legit or it's just a scam? Watch this video till the end to know everything about Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler System Guide. Hey, my name is Emma and I feel shy to speak in the mic. So, I used this awesome robotic voice to create this unbiased review, which will help you to choose the right product. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to Reviews for Life channel for such useful and honest review videos. Before proceeding to the review, if you decide to buy Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler System program, check out the link in the description of this video to get it at a special discounted price. First, let's know, what is Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler System all about? Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler is a very popular training program which was made available to the public in 2014. The program was created by two dating and relationship coaches, Bobby Rio and Judge. Among other things, it reveals a scientifically proven mind game called the Scrambler that can be used to break free of the friend zone, turn a cold girl into a passionate lover and/or girlfriend, and get almost any woman you want chasing you, trying to win you over. Sections of the main Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler program. Part 1, Closed Door Interview. This first part of Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler, is a 2-hour-long interview Bobby and Rob did with their guest Nikki. In the interview, Nikki asks questions that help to guide you through the Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler course and materials. It's crucial that you fully understand the mindsets and attitudes you'll need in order to make the course and the Scrambler work to its fullest potential. This program is not a straightforward dating course that simply gives you some quick tips on how to get the girl. Any guy in the friend zone, or even a guy with a crush, knows it's not as simple as making eye contact and rattling off some pickup lines. There's a certain game that needs to be played in order to capture the girl's attention, stoke her attraction, bounce around in her mind, and finally ignite her lust for you. Bobby and Rob explain for you the blueprint of how everything in the course works in conjunction. They'll explain why they included certain materials or tactics and why they omitted others. Moreover, you'll hear from the architects of the Unlock course, get inside their heads, hear their war stories, and better understand how to unlock the power of the course. Part 2, Weapons of Seduction. Parts 1 and 2. With this Part 2 of the Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler program, Bobby Rio, the master of head games and psychological tactics, gives you the specific weapons to capture a woman's interest and attention with. This is where the course becomes highly specific. Bobby lays out an entire arsenal of subtle things you can do around a woman that will get you sticking in her mind and capturing her intrigue. It's recommended that you only use the tactics that you think jive best with your personality. Once you breeze through these 2 easy-to videos, you'll have a toolbox full of ways to behave that will make all the preceding steps that much easier and more effective. It's highly recommended you watch these 2 videos more than once, and preferably while taking notes. There is a lot of information within them and they probably could have been standalone products on their own. Part 3, The Scrambler. The simple fact is that girls come into your life for a variety of reasons. But girls stay because they become attached to the emotions you create in them. What the Scrambler does is create an emotional spider web that you're going to weave. And she's going to get stuck in. There are 5 basic building blocks for creating this emotional spider web that she will become attached to, even addicted to. They are: 1. The pattern interrupt. 2. The power shift. 3. The validation. 4. The unpredictable rewards. 5. The physical intimacy. Each of these building blocks must be carefully crafted and executed. Everything in the Scrambler PDF has been designed to target specific outcomes and must be followed in the exact sequence. The number 1 reason guys mess things up with a girl is because they do things out of sequence. There are also some optional but recommended phases for the Scrambler. This specific sequence of moves and tactics can be used while executing the powerful mind game. They are: 1. Blackout phase. 2. Reconnaissance phase. 3. Friendly fire phase. 4. Chilled ice phase. 5. LUST phase. As mentioned already, these phases are optional but highly recommended. some of the phases will only be required depending on your current situation with that girl you're pursuing. For example, if you're stuck heavily in the friend zone or have messed things up badly with a girl that was once attracted to you, you will most likely want to make use of the blackout phase and basically go Mia for 2 to 3 weeks, which gives time for her to reset her opinion of you. While Bobby and Rob state that these 5 phases are recommended but not mandatory, I strongly encourage you to make use of them if you've already been around the woman fairly regularly. Part 4 LUST System. When you finally find yourself face to face with that girl you've had your eye on, you're in the final act of the 3-act play of modern courtship. The first act is meeting the woman, the second is setting things up, usually via text, and the third and final act is meeting up face to face. The LUST system explains exactly what to do when you're out on a date with a woman. It's actually an acronym for the following: 1. Laughing. 2. Understanding. 3. Sexualizing. 4. Taking it home. Not only are these the 4 ingredients of the LUST system, it's also the order of a perfect date. First, you get the woman laughing through humor and flirting. Then, you get her to feel a mutual sense of understanding through telling stories and creating a connection. Next, you sexualize the interaction through suggestion and leading. And finally, you take it home, a home that's set up to maximize both your and her experience. Rob goes into great detail about each of these 4 simple, effective, and proven ingredients within the manual. Part 5 The Modules. Module 1 Thinking Counterintuitively and Garbage Time. With this first module, Bobby and Rob explain the absolute importance of thinking counterintuitively. Because this isn't the way most guys think due to how we're all raised, it's very important to understand why the counterintuitive approach works so well. Thinking and behaving in a counterintuitive way is unpredictable, so it tends to elicit emotions. Conversely, the antithesis of your emotion-eliciting behavior is getting logical. By definition, logic is objective and universal. My logic is different from your logic. It isn't unique, subjective, or shocking. As such, logic will never inspire emotions. This segment dives deeper into the topic of thinking counterintuitively, and all the subsequent modules explain how to get women feeling emotional. Module 2 Logical versus Emotional and the Boyfriend Trap. Another major problem most guys run into when interacting with attractive women is getting too logical. Often guys get hung up on logical reasons why a woman should like them, and this is why most guys aren't with the girls they really like. One perfect example of how guys get too logical with women is by trying to prove to her that they would make good boyfriend material. Bobby calls this the boyfriend trap, and explains how this will destroy your chances with a girl. This segment dives deeper into the topic of logical versus emotional thinking. Module 3 Riffing and Flirting. Attraction under the radar. Now that the mindsets and attitudes have been introduced in modules 1 and 2, the first step of the LUST system is revealed: getting her laughing. However, as Rob explains, this isn't meant to be a comedy routine or a joke-telling session. Instead, the sort of laughter that is attractive is that which comes as a reaction to tension, referred to by Bobby and Rob as social humor. Rob offers some very quick and easy examples you can apply the next time you have a woman in front of you. Module 4 Asserting Masculinity. Masculinity, and asserting oneself in a manly way, is often very misunderstood for most guys. Because we're so sensitive to preserving a woman's comfort level around us, most guys avoid acting masculine because they're afraid it might come off rude or pushy. In actuality, most women are looking for a man who makes decisions with confidence and is a leader. So much of the Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler course depends on you taking the reins and making the choices that will eventually get you and the woman you like together. It's important that you really take inventory of yourself and your past mistakes with women, and figure out if you're not acting masculine enough. This segment dives deeper into the topic of asserting masculinity. Module 5 Understanding. Beyond Rapport. The next step in the LUST system is getting a woman to understand you, and for you to understand her. As the title implies, this is different from rapport, which is how most guys think they should get to know women. Understanding happens by closely listening to what a girl has to say and then relating to her in an emotional and significant way. As guys, we often can just see an attractive woman and talk to her for a little bit, maybe not even talk to her at all, and we probably could become sexually aroused enough to want to sleep with her. Most women, however, do not get aroused like that. A big part of forming romantic connections with men is feeling comfortable around that guy. Another way to describe this feeling is when a woman feels a man gets her, aka, understands her. Within this segment, Bobby and Rob explain this process and outline the way you should go about learning to understand the women you meet. Module 6, Mirror, separating yourself. Everyone has an ideal image of themselves, both men and women. It's how they want to appear to other people. Most people, however, don't recognize this ideal image, and instead see them as something else. With hot women, often guys just see a hot girl, and think they should project that image back to her. And since so many guys do this, hot women immediately peg such guys as every other guy, and don't see them as having depth to their personality. Moreover, they don't feel that these guys really understand them. This is why really getting to understand a woman's ambitions, which reveals her ideal image of herself, is so powerful. If you can mirror back to her exactly how she wants to be seen, she'll feel a very deep connection with you and you'll separate yourself from all the other guys who simply see her as hot. This segment dives deeper into the topic of separating yourself. Module 7, Storytelling to elicit emotions. Storytelling is a vital skill to have when interacting with women. If you can capture a woman's attention and interest through a well-told story, she'll feel a flood of positive emotions. In other words, storytelling is a catalyst for fast attraction. Moreover, a well-told story can also get a woman to better understand you. By telling stories that show some vulnerability, you become much more relatable and likable. While you don't have to be a great writer or public speaker to become a good storyteller, there are certain elements which contribute to a good story. Within this segment, Rob and Bobby explain these elements and also give some examples from their lives. Module 8, Taking it to a sexual level. Mental priming. One of the hardest transitions to make for a lot of guys is going from chatting with a girl they like to getting physical. I think every guy has had at least one nightmare situation where they tried to make a move, only to have a girl awkwardly reject them. The pain of that rejection often haunts guys long afterward, making them more cautious about getting physical with future girls. Yet, if a guy waits too long to make a move, his window of opportunity is going to close, and he's going to be thought of as just a friend, or a guy with whom a woman had no chemistry with. We've all probably been that guy, as well, and we later kick ourselves wondering why we didn't just make our move when we had the chance. This video leads right into the S of the LUST timeline, which is sexualizing. Within this video, Rob and Bobby introduce the various ways to slowly turn up the volume knob of sexual escalation so that a woman is anticipating and expecting you to make a move. Module 9, Directing conversations. Sexual snowballing. Sexual snowballing is one of the most under the radar and effective ways to gauge a woman's readiness for sex. As Rob explains, this is a technique he's been using for years in his own dates and interactions with women, and for good reason. It consistently works. Unlike any piece of dating advice you've ever read or heard, sexual snowballing allows you to ever so slowly generate momentum to progress things to a physical level. By asking a woman simple, romantic questions, beginning with G-rated topics like her first kiss or her first crush, you slowly increase the sexuality with each question. Sexual snowballing is the perfect way to move things from understanding into sexualizing, because a woman will enjoy answering your questions as well as listening to your stories about your romantic past. This segment provides you with everything you need to know about directing conversations to a sexual level. Module 10, Taking it home, making up her mind for her. Finally, you've reached the final stop of the LUST timeline, which should come as no surprise, is your bedroom. Fitting the T of LUST is taking it home. To solidify any significant romantic relationship, there has to be some intimacy. And intimacy can only happen when the two of you are alone, in private, somewhere safe and romantic. The easiest and most straightforward place for that is your bedroom. While the concepts Bobby and Rob discuss in this module may seem a bit controversial, it's the reality of the final stage. While in no way does Bobby or Rob advocate being pushy, rude, or pressuring a woman into coming home with you, there is something to be said for taking responsibility and making a decision. With this final video, Bobby and Rob explain how to ask women to come home with you with confidence. Part 6: Invisible Escalation. The final step of the Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler course is obviously how to seamlessly get physical with a woman. While Lust explained how to introduce the idea of getting physical to a woman, this interview with 60 Years of Challenge explains the actual things you can do and moves you can make. Because this course is intended to get you, that girl, as opposed to random girls you're meeting out at nightclubs, which is what more traditional products cater to, you need to preserve her comfort level while making a move. Since 60 Years of Challenge is a master at building tension through small physical gestures, we chose to feature him in this interview. Not only is 60 a master of creating tension in innocent, under-the-radar ways, he also really knows how to motivate men with the right mindsets when escalating. If you take 60's advice and combine it with what you learned in the Lust timeline, you'll have a foolproof game plan for escalating when the time is right. When you buy Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler program, you'll get 5 exclusive bonuses for absolutely free. These are: 1. She's sending you signals. 2. The boyfriend destroyer sequence. 3. The magnetic effect. 4. Her erogenous zones. 5. Dirty Dozen. 12 conversation topics that will make her fall in love. Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler system review, my final verdict. As this Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler review has shown, this program was designed to teach regular, ordinary men how to get more dates, more sex, and more relationships with the kind of women they never would have thought they had a chance with. So if your main goal is to sleep with more women or get a girlfriend, then this product is the right choice for you. However, if you currently don't have a woman in mind you'd like to use the Scrambler technique on, then you'd probably be better off spending your money elsewhere on a product more oriented towards meeting women. Whether you think you're too old, too poor, or aren't good-looking enough, you can still succeed with the program because everything that's taught by Bobby and Rob has been proven to work by thousands and thousands of men from all over the world. The Scrambler is based on research into human behavioral psychology after all. If you maintain a positive attitude throughout the learning process, then I guarantee you will get amazing results with the women you like. Whether you succeed with the Scrambler 1 week after placing your order, 3 weeks, or even 6 weeks, the results will happen, and you'll be one very happy man when they do. The program is made up of a few PDF files, such as the manual for the Scrambler and the Lust guide, but also contains lots of video content. It's also worth mentioning that audio MP3s are made available for every video found throughout the program. So whether you want to watch the videos or listen to the audio, there's an option for whichever format you prefer. Another great thing about the program is that every section of it is not only viewable from within the members area, but also made available for download. This means that if for whatever reason you don't feel like logging into the members area, or you don't have an active internet connection at the time, you can download the PDFs, videos and/or MP3s, and still look through them in a matter of seconds. If you'd prefer to log into the members area to study the material, that works too. You can access the members area from anywhere you want, as long as you have an active internet connection. Whether you're on your desktop, laptop, tablet, or mobile phone, all you have to do is access the members login page, log in, and away you go. Finally, Bobby and Rob have collectively helped more than 147,000 men achieve success with women, myself included. When I was just starting out with dating advice, they played a key role in turning me into the kind of man that women love to be around. Thanks to them I was able to meet and attract my first girlfriend in over 5 years, then go on to meet many more women, including my current loving, loyal girlfriend. Whether it's hooking up with lots of women, getting yourself a friend with benefits, or getting an amazing girlfriend, Bobby and Rob can be a huge help. So if you're ready to join the thousands and thousands of other guys in improving your overall quality of life, then do click the link in description of this video to buy Unlock Her Legs, the Scrambler System Guide at a limited time discounted price. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day.